O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm Adam Bragginser, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From the Michigan Department of Corrections, Parnell Correctional Facility, Warden Noah Nagy, with prison counselor Gary King. From Ella Sharp Museum for the Art, Beer, and Wine Festival, Jesse Yeager in Mara Kerr-McKay. From Napoleon High School's robotics team, Morgan Smolowski and Cadence Weaver. Founder and executive director of Grow Jackson, Jacob Inocencio. And from Center Stage Jackson's production of Next to Normal, Lisa Kreiderman and Victor McDermott. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, Adam Bragginser, and good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to our show, live from the O'Hara Construction Company studio in beautiful downtown Jackson. And it is beautiful today, 72 degrees and sunshine the rest of the day. Just gorgeous, sunny, and a high of 80 degrees. Winds will be light and variable this afternoon. A clear and cool night tonight, low 54. On Wednesday, mostly sunny, a little cooler than today. High tomorrow, 69, and we are going to see winds on Wednesday and Wednesday night, gusting to 18 miles an hour during the day on Wednesday, and then Wednesday night picking up even more, up to 26 miles an hour. Thursday, another beautiful day, sunny and high of 65. Friday, 71 as the Memorial Day weekend begins. And here's the forecast. I've got all 3 days of the holiday weekend for you. Saturday, mostly sunny, high 76. Sunday, mostly sunny, high 78. And Monday, Memorial Day, mostly sunny, high 81. No rain is in the forecast for the rest of this week and through early next week. How about that? There you have it, today's weather. Presented by Kelly Express Mart. Kelly Express, excited about their new location on County Farm Road. A grand opening happening next month, but they're open right now. You can stop by and check it out. They've got a beer cave, so you can stock up for the holiday weekend. Great specials at South Street, Jefferson Road, the Galley in Napoleon, and Grass Lake. For pizza, this month, a large one-item pizza and an order of breadsticks for just $17.99. And today is a Kelly Express car wash kind of day. Check out the Touchless Car Wash at Weatherwax Drive and in downtown Grass Lake. Let's look outside the sky cam as we look down East Michigan Avenue and at the intersection of Perrine and East Michigan Avenue. Traffic reduced to 1 lane each way, so you might see a little bit of delay there. Also, construction projects around the city. The one seems to impact the most is the one occurring on Brown Street, where they're completely resurfacing the road, narrowing the street to match the width of Brown Street between Morrell and Cascades. And they'll be putting a non-motorized path, a walking path, on that stretch of Brown Street, which it's not had a sidewalk, ever. So now it'll be an even more pedestrian-friendly town. Today is the 23rd of May, 2023, 5/23/23. It is National Lucky Penny Day. Now, do you pick up, if you see a penny laying on the ground, do you pick it up for Lucky Penny?
Only the ones in the fountains.
Oh, you dig them out of the fountains?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, wait, you're not supposed to do that, are you?
No, you're not.
Oh, sorry.
So I see Lucky Penny and I think, well, I'm just going to leave it for the next person so they can be lucky. It's also a National Taffy Day, and you can get taffy at Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory in more than 25 flavors. And it's World Turtle Day. Also, looking back on this day in history, The Who released Tommy on this day in 1969. That was the British rock band's fourth album and considered the first musical work of rock opera. In 1934, notorious criminals Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, Bonnie and Clyde, they are shot to death by Texas and Louisiana State Police while driving a stolen car near Sales, Louisiana. They weren't wanted so much for stealing the car, but for killing people. And speaking of killing people, in 1701, at London's Execution Dock, they actually had a dock called Execution Dock. Where do you live? I live just at the end of Execution Dock. It seems like it's haunted. But on this day, 1701, William Kidd, he was a British privateer, aka pirate, and he was hanged for piracy and murder. In 1921, deeply in debt and relegated to a shabby theater, the musical Shuffle Along debuted at 63rd Street Music Hall on this day in 1921. It was the first Broadway show written and performed by African Americans. It was the first major Black American musical on the Great White Way. It wasn't expected to be successful because it had so many odds stacked against it, but it was so popular, it ran for the full year. In 1785, Benjamin Franklin invented bifocals, and they had the lines. Can you tell if I have bifocals?
Not at all.
No. I found out yesterday at the eye doctor that these were supposed to be, when I bought these glasses, they're supposed to be non-glare, and at my old eye doctor, I won't say who they are, but the new eye doctor says, there's no non-glare on these. You got ripped off. Thanks a lot. On this day in 1980, The Shining, the horror film by Stanley Kubrick, starring Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall, based on the book by
Stephen King.
Debuted in 1980. In 2000, Eminem released his third studio album, the Marshall Mathers LP, and it's notable because it was the fastest ever selling studio album ever before or since, and won a Grammy for Best Rap Album in 2001.
I was working the Palace Auburn Hills. I was working the concert when he came there and performed there, and he did a mic check right next to me on stage.
Really? Fun fact.
Got to be backstage and everything, yeah.
Brandon is apparently
Very nice guy.
Close personal friend of Marshall Mathers. And people have said when they've met him, it's like, oh my gosh, he's so short. Did you find that too?
He is, but yeah, he looks intimidating because he never smiles.
No.
He always looks angry, and yeah,
It's not like
he wasn't a very friendly guy.
It's not like something you'd want to
No.
cross, even at, I think, 5'5".
Yeah, he has his people take care of his
That's it. He's got the bodyguards.
Yep.
On to Today in the J, being brought to you by Experience Jackson. And tonight it's Walk, Roll, and Stroll. The City of Jackson Recreation Department and AARP Michigan are presenting this series on Tuesdays through early July. And tonight's event is at the Cascades Falls. They rotate between Cascades and Sharp Park. Tonight at the Cascades. Registration is 5:30. You can get there that early. And then at 6 p.m., the walk begins. Walk, roll, or stroll. And it's 3 miles through the beautiful Cascades Falls Park. And you can register because they give prizes throughout the series, and at the end, they'll have some grand prizes. Today at 5:30 till 7 o'clock, it's Cash Flow Workshop, a program for entrepreneurs or future entrepreneurs or small business people, all about cash flow, presented by the Michigan SBDC, and it's happening at Lean Rocket Lab. And it's Taco Tuesday at Lean Rocket Lab. They'll be serving tacos and snacks and drinks to all the registered participants. And they ask you to register in advance. It's $10, And you can register on a link on our homepage on Today in the J or on the Lean Rocket Lab website, and they're at 133 West Michigan Avenue, right across the street from JTV. And tonight we've got Slim Nichols performing at Aggie's in beautiful downtown Napoleon. Stop by and see Scott Ash and his great crew and enjoy the music of Slim Nichols from 6 till 9. It's bike night at Aggie's in Napoleon. It's also bike night at Bellinote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tuesdays.
Yeah, they are.
Tuesdays bike night.
Yes.
And you don't even have to have a bike to go to bike night. Everyone's welcome. And there you have it. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. And Experience Jackson does bring you a lot, in addition to Today in the J. Some great ideas on enjoying life in Jackson. And today, Andy and Rachel stop in at Axe Play in downtown Jackson.
We're in downtown Jackson, and it's a visit with Experience Jackson from Experience Jackson, Rachel Buchanan, and we're at Axe Play with Shane Stevens in Axe Play. First of all, tell me, what is it? Tell us about it.
Well, we're an axe throwing venue. Yeah. We're a World Axe Throwing League affiliate. So if you've ever seen axe throwing on ESPN around Christmas time, they do the tournaments. That's what we do here. Yeah.
So it's a hopping spot, a lot of parties, a lot of get-togethers. You guys offer quite a bit of different experiences. Talk a little bit about what it's like when people come to Axe Play.
So most people can just make a reservation online and come in on a Friday or Saturday night. Sunday we're open as well. Some people walk in. We have walk-ins available most of the time unless we book out, which happens, well, a lot of the time it happens. So, and then we do private parties. So we've had people from different businesses or organizations or whatever come in. We can cater food from local businesses, and then we facilitate your fun for you.
Shane, how did you guys come up with the idea? It's very popular, continuingly to gain popularity. There's a lot of leagues that axe throwing is affiliated with, national leagues. Talk about how you guys came up with the idea and wanted to get involved.
We didn't come up with anything. Okay. We follow like I said, the World Axe Throwing League rule book. But what happened, we opened Epic Escapes 3 years before this. That's the escape room across town. We opened that and just had a fun time bringing like bigger city stuff to Jackson. And we were just looking for the next big thing, the next fun thing to do. We heard about axe throwing, we tried it out, and we were like, this is what we got to do.
Yeah, I love that big city stuff too, Jackson. Anyone that's gone on vacation, of course, you can find a cool escape room. Not every town, I don't think I've been to a town that has an axe throwing venue. You travel quite a bit across the state, have you?
Well, this is the only place I've actually thrown an axe, so I know it's a popular thing, and why not have this in Jackson? I mean, it belongs here, so it's good.
Tell me a little bit about what this can offer to people visiting. Weather doesn't matter. I mean, you can have a great time. It also, Shane talked about how they incorporate other local businesses. It just seems like a great thing happening.
Yeah. Now, when I was here, it was actually a part of like a team building situation. Okay. So it was kind of a competitive coworker kind of thing. I did horribly. Okay. And that's okay. We had walked away. We laughed a lot. We had fun. And so I think it's a great place for like a corporate event of that sort. Also, just a great date night activity, or if you're coming into town looking to build something around an activity, schedule this first, then choose your dinner, then choose your other activities, your other fun things, and build it around that. We like it because it kind of fits in that adventure category, and that, you can kind of feel out when someone's thinking about coming to town, what would you like to do? Oh man, I don't know, I just want to have fun. Oh, axe play, perfect. So.
And axe throwing is, technically, it's an adventure sport.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Now, is it just for adults?
Nope. No, we have the youngest person on our leagues right now. She's 11 now, but she started when she was 9. So she's been throwing axes since she was 9. The youngest person we've had to successfully stick the axe in the target was 6.
Wow. Amazing. Talk a little bit about the scoring and kind of how it works.
Yeah, so the bullseye, the red dot in the center, is 6 points. You go out from there. Each ring is a different number. But we have World Axe Throwing League trained and certified judges and coaches that will stand on the lane with you. They do all of the scoring for you. So they get a little rundown at the beginning. They'll give you the pointers on the how to throw the axe, on the scoring, and all that stuff. And we do all of that for you. Yeah.
It's not like a putt-putt where you just grab your own thing and go, which would be, hard to do with axe throwing. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your past experience. Do you think you're going to do better today?
I'm hoping so. I mean, that's the goal, right? Getting better and better. I think it also kind of depends on the competition around you as well. If you feel like you're failing, you're that much more to kind of push ahead and everything. But yeah, like you said, I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I can't go there, but they definitely take care of you when you walk in and everything. So you feel kind of confident. It's that first throw of like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And then after that, you just can't stop.
Shane, who's the best in town?
Our best league member, his name's Dustin Wellman. He comes from Battle Creek. He drives here every week for leagues. He's thrown in the World Championships. And we've got a girl named Leslie who just traveled out of town. I can't remember where it was, but she competed in 4 different disciplines of axe throwing, and she took first place in 3 of them and third in the other one. So she's a badass woman. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Tell me a little bit about the bar you guys have. You guys make some cool drinks.
Yeah, we have a pretty much a full bar. So we've got cocktails. We have fresh squeezed fair style lemonade. It's our old family recipe that I had to bring to the bar. And then beer, wine. We always have a 127 brewery on draft. Odd Brothers ciders. We always have one of those on draft. And then we make our own cocktails. And we test them a lot to make sure that they're really good.
You have to,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
When you meet someone like Shane and a business like Axe Play that gets it, right, and wants to kind of help grow Jackson and partner with other businesses, that has to make your job fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why my husband and I chose to stay here. After we graduated from college, we could have moved back home in either direction. We chose to stay here because we love the size of the community. We love the opportunity that's in the Jackson area. And if you want to do something, there's pretty much an open notebook for you to fill. And if you're willing to put the work into it, things like this can come out of it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's very cool. And today we're going to throw some axes. So thanks for joining us, Shane Stevens and Rachel Buchanan, on a visit with Experience Jackson.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, throw. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bart, you're doing it wrong. Good job, Emma.
It's harder than it looks, but it's a lot of fun, isn't it, Brandon?
It is a lot. It's
Yeah.
addicting once you try it.
Yeah, everybody should try it. Come on down. Fun for the whole family. Today's show is being brought to you by Cascades Manor, one of our great community gems. Cascades Manor, located in the beautiful 465-acre Cascades Park. They've got all kinds of great ideas for your next special event. They've got the room for a handful of people all the way up to nearly 300 guests inside, outside. They do on-site catering as well. And they've got a very talented culinary team with awesome food at Cascades Manor. They've still got some open dates for this year, for weddings, for example. So visit cascadesmanor.com. A great lineup of guests on the show today and great audience. You, yes, thank you for being here. We have, in just moments, the warden of MDOC's Parnell Correctional Facility, Noah Nagy, and Noah's here on the left there with Gary King. Gary is a prison counselor. We will preview the Ellis Art Museum Art, Beer, and Wine Festival with Jesse Yeager and Mara Kerr McKay. It's coming up. We've got two outstanding students from Napoleon High School from the robotics team, Morgan Smilowski and Cadence Weaver. We'll find out what Grow Jackson is up to this growing season with Jacob Inocencio, the founder, and a preview of the next Center Stage Jackson production, Next to Normal, with Lisa Kreiderman and Victor McDermott. All that here today on JTV. Great to have you with us. And we get started with Noah and Gary after these important messages.